Ever since I was a literal young child, I always had and I always lived with this worry inside me whether I will wake up one day all covered in shit, or whether I will have a diarrhea right now, or maybe a bit later. I never had a peaceful day inside my life where I literally had no aches inside me. Whether my stomach, whether I had diarrhea, whether my head was always blasting. And I didn't know why. I didn't know why because nobody ever told me. Whenever I would ask them why was this, whenever I would ask them why did I got a diarrhea, they would always tell me,
Oh, it's probably the food. It probably the food expired or something like that. Don't worry.
whenever I would ask them why do I have headaches, they would tell me,
Oh man, it's the bad weather or something.
like, what the fuck, man? Not a single doctor can help me out. All I was doing was literally taking pills every single day. They sometimes worked, but even that's not it. What was wrong with this? Only for me to later on discover this hidden dark truth that not a single person, literally the government, holds away from you. Before we begin, brother, I have to hype this up for you. Listen to me closely right now. This is one of the biggest projects I have ever worked so far. If you currently struggle with quitting masturbation or addiction in any kind, I would highly advise you to click on the first or last link in the description. I don't exactly remember which one was it, but it's supposed to say the NoFap Masterclass. It's not only about NoFap, it's basically about any addiction whatsoever. Because if we're about to be honest, if we're about to be intellectual, what exactly is NoFap? What exactly is masturbation? Just another form of addiction. What is exactly smoking cigars? Another form of addiction. What is exactly addiction to sugar? Another form of addiction. So it's all covered inside that one single masterclass. I cannot hype this up for you with the words that I currently possess. Go on and give it a shot and you will see what I'm talking about. Okay, brother, inside this video I will tell you the hidden cure toward headaches, toward diarrhea, and toward any stomach aches inside your life from this point onward. You will never pick up your spoon ever again and wonder whether you will die after eating this food. Let's quickly go over the brief scenario. It's all about your diet. You see, we spend third of our lives sleeping, and we also spend about third of our lives eating. So if we put such an importance on the diet, on the food that our body literally needs, why are we not taking care of it? Now you may say like, oh, but I did not sign up for this video because I want to have a diet, bro. You're not a fucking doctor. Yes, I'm not. I'm not a doctor. But not a single doctor has ever told me, fix your diet, and it will be good. Not a single doctor has ever told me, oh, just eat this, and eventually it will be good. And you can probably relate to what I'm about to say right now. Every single time I went there, they always just prescribed some pills. Oh, bro, just take some painkillers, just take ibuprofen or something like that. Is that really the case? Is that really how our ancestors cured their aches? Of course not, man. Of course that's not the case. You need to start eating clean. And what do I mean by this? Let me quickly explain this into stages for you. So, what I first cut off after watching this very interesting guy, it was a doctor, literal doctor that contradicted with every single other doctor's advice. I just went out and started eliminating sugar. Eventually, I exiled sugar completely. Out of a sudden, my headaches were literally gone, but I still, from time to time, I still had those stomach aches and sometimes even diarrhea. So what was the next stage? Well, few months later, I hear that seed oils are bad for you. And what are seed oils? You see them everywhere. Omega-6. Omega-6 is hidden within every single bit of oil inside the nature. So, the second thing that I exiled was eating shit carbohydrates and seed oils. So later on, I quit having diarrhea and stomach problems from this point onward. And then there is this one more stage that I'm currently working on to quit carbohydrates altogether. Carbohydrates are basically everything that isn't meat. So if you don't have meat in front of you, a meat from animal sources, well then, you are not eating healthy. You are not eating good. We as humans, we are basically meant to be carnivores. If you haven't noticed this yet, I would highly advise you to challenge yourself to do this. Just eat meat for a week straight and then eat carbohydrates to see how your body will react to it. In the beginning, it may take some time to get used to it because it was so wrongly fed up until this point, but after that point onward, you will see some incredible changes, not only in your physical state, but also in your mental state. You will finally become a functional human being, something that the entire government does not want you to be, because they want to hold control over you. They literally want you to eat those seed oils, to eat that bread, because they want to hold control over you. They want you to go to school. They want you to be their good little slave so that you can work inside one of their companies for their wage, so that one day they can just randomly kick you out once they find somebody better than you. If that's the life that you want to live, go on. But if that's something that you want to avoid, well, then listen to me closely right now. You may have this limiting belief right now from the doctors. Oh, but what about cholesterol and fiber? Like, those are important things. If you eat too much cholesterol, you will die because of heart disease. And if you don't eat as much fiber, you will die because of lack of fiber. Fiber was proclaimed nutrient, when in reality isn't. And cholesterol was proclaimed bad, even after so many studies showing that the people who died due to a heart disease had the lowest cholesterol ever. So I'm not going to rant about this so far, but there is a good hour-long video that I will send you to. I believe it will be in the description, or if it's not, just type up Dr. Chaffee in the YouTube search bar and just add into it why we are carnivores. Watch that video and everything will become clear. So, from my personal experience, that's how I personally cured my health problems and how I am currently right now feeling so much better, how I now have this good bicep and how I now have this deep voice that I can actually sometimes be proud of. So, thanks a lot for watching, brother. Again, go on and click the first or last link in the description to take a look at the masterclass, and I'm looking forward to seeing you inside. Bye bye.